This is fairly dumb, but I did want to like check in to see if other people are experiencing the same thing where like okay, I'll give some context. So, maybe a year or two ago, the whole ascension sickness agenda was pushed heavily, heavily. It's still being pushed now, but I think there are more people that are kind of like hip to the fact that the symptoms that we feel are due to very, very tangible things. Like the food is gross. We have contaminants in air and water and environment due to things sprinkling from above and seeping from below, also. People don't really talk about that very much. As well as weather phenomena and frequency. Definitely frequency. Frequency can do all kinds of things to matter. Matter includes the human body. We are matter. But yeah, I wanted to know. I don't enjoy eating food anymore. Most of what I tend to hear is the opposite, the antithesis, even because people I hear they love food, but it's like a chore to me now. Um, I don't like having to do it. I try to choose things that are at least like not gross, like they don't taste bad. But point being, even the things that taste good, like I don't want to. Like I'm about to eat something right now, and I literally stopped to ask, does anyone else have that wave going, that vibration going right now? Like I don't want to eat food anymore, but I can't not because it you get sick if you don't. I get sick. There are people that claim to be able to fast for large amounts of time, and I don't know that I really believe you. No hate, no hate at all, but I don't know that I believe you. I think you eat. Um, you probably are intermittent fasting, or you probably are eating very, very like minimal things, but I don't believe that you don't eat for those periods of time. 2 to 3 days, sure, but after that amount of time, you're delirious by today's standards. That's not something that you can just stroll your way into. You would need to build your way up to it. And by build your way up, I mean essentially like, fast for a day, then fast for 2, maybe 3 days, and then do that for a while, and then keep building it. It's like working out. It's almost like a muscle. But there are people that can, you know, do that. T Grizzly is crazy. I don't look nothing like T Grizzly. You're racist. I don't look like T Grizzly, bruh. That's racist as fuck. Brandon Brown. Um, I'm just kidding. You're just kidding too. I'm just playing. I don't look like T Grizzly though. Put a picture side by side, and then I do it all the time. I do that all the time. People look alike until you put them next to each other. Matter of fact, there's a violin chick that makes really cool videos on YouTube that happens to look a lot like Goth Egg. If you're unfamiliar with Goth Egg, just look up Goth Egg and you could probably put in violin, Goth Egg violin, and you'll find the video. When they actually are in the same room, which happened recently. No, 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 I know. He said my bad, I didn't mean no harm. I'm just fucking with you, dude. I love comedy. I had to fuck with you back though, because that's the real comedian's way. Heckler, I gotta get at you. But if you go watch that video, they don't look that much alike. When you actually see them in the same room, there's a height difference. Their faces don't look the same. Goth Egg didn't have her like septum ring in, which sounds like minuscule, but it changed a lot. It was really eye opening for me I already kind of knew this, but like people will look the same until they're very close in proximity. Like when you put them close together. Someone told me, a couple of people have told me I look like Omar Epps. I don't look like Omar Epps, dude. Especially not now. Maybe when I was younger, kind of, but no. Omar Epps is like a dreamboat, I think. I don't think I look like a dreamboat, dog. You know what I mean? Anyway, I genuinely like I'm kind of nauseous at the thought of eating, and I don't know if that's like personal decision stuff or personal situational stuff, or if it is legitimately something that is kind of like a part of a change or a part of like environmental stuff. There's a lot of frequencies being used to create like weather stuff, hurricane stuff right now. I know that sounds conspiratorial. I am no longer interested in proving things to people. I do research, and when that research is confirmed, then I have a fairly good assumption. I won't say I'm sure. You can always show me some information that disproves what I have found, but currently, I mean, there are Doppler screen records of spirals. There are what is it? INRAD. I don't know what it's called, but there are essentially the towers, dude. I saw a video today showing towers using this patented technology that repels weather. So what you do is you create the storm, right? You create the storm in an area that usually those storms are created, which how do we know that that was ever natural? And then you use these towers to repel the storm into a certain direction. I'm sure if you find the right search criteria, you can find a video of this. It was in one of those TikTok compilations, but they were using real footage, real screen record footage from Doppler shit. You can see the tower. It's fucked up. You can see each tower location and the probably electromagnetic, if not some other type of frequency. They're each pulsing the same thing, and it keeps the storm. I'm guessing it's Helene, whatever that was called, and it blocks it from leaving the southeast of the United States. That is gross and horrific. And I'm actually in a state where many people suffered and lots of bullshit happened. But and I had a feeling that that's what was happening, but I wasn't going to make any assumptions until someone came out and kind of provided some proof, showed their work, and many people have. It's not a few. There's like a lot of people that showed that. So that, you know, also these things affect us. That's my main point is frequency affects many things, just like medications and supplements and herbs and shit like that. You can have effects that are not intended. So my thought is there's also the possibility that those frequencies are, you know, having effects on the body. But just to kind of wrap it up, I guess I don't want to eat. I don't like eating. Maybe it's because the food is shit increasingly as time goes, but like I don't enjoy eating. I really don't want to do it. I sometimes feel sick even going to complete said task, but I know that I will be more sick if I don't. So it's like a catch 22. It's a conundrum. If anybody also has that, it would be interesting to have a conversation to kind of like compare notes because for some reason I have this thing where I'd like to know as much as possible about things. So it would be good to know. I guess it could help you. Maybe that's why I do it. It could help you. Like if it's frequency, I don't really know what you could do about that other than fucking decking your place out in Faraday shit like a psycho. Not really interested in that. If it's gonna be that way, then have at it. But it could be other shit. It could be the food that you choose to eat, in which case Also, you may not be able to avoid it because quote unquote organic food is very expensive. The people that tend to sell organic shit are kind of like overlooking things such as soil quality. What's it called? Essentially, seepage from below into the soil, pesticides that can float in the wind. A lot of the time, when you buy something organic from a big, block store or a chain store, the organic shit is on the same farm. It's just across an aisle. So, like, you get organic shit and you think that you're doing something different, but in reality, it's just like kind of like a ploy. Uh, I don't mean to be I don't mean to be depressing with a lot of the shit that I say, but I feel like people should know these things. But yeah, I'm very interested in figuring out why this development is happening recently. I don't want to eat, and it's beyond the concept of not wanting to eat. I physically get nauseous sometimes when I know that I'm about to go eat or when I have to go eat. Maybe it's psychosomatic and it's the fact that I know so much about the food and its preparation and its growth and inception. Who knows? But that's why I want to compare notes with you all. So if you have any, like, I don't know, insight into that, it would be really cool. I'm not going to keep you guys. Brandon, I was just fucking around, man, as you were too. Not shitting on you. Um, T Grizzly's crazy though. You gotta find somebody that actually looks like me, dog. You know what I mean? Scour the internet and find someone that looks like me. Find my doppelganger and tell me about it immediately. uh, yeah, I'm out. I don't know. I don't want to eat food, and I'd like to see how many other people are kind of experiencing the same thing because there may be something else to it. Um, that's all I got. Okay, bye.